What's up, Brony Army? This is BryceAllen13 here once again, bringing you another reaction video. And this one is behind the scenes, my empty, lovely world. There you go. and in this behind the scenes video, Stampy is touring his lovely world before anything was even built on it. Basically kind of like Catch the Future when he traveled back in time, back when his world was basically an empty wasteland. But we're going to react to behind the scenes, my empty, lovely world in 3, 2, 1, start.
Hello, this is Stampy, and
Creeper.
welcome to another video on my
Bye, Creeper.
channel. Before we begin, I just want to address the fact that a lot of people comment on this channel, thinking that it's a fake channel or a rip-off channel. It's not. This should be the real channel, of course, unless someone's re-uploaded this video. Just look on my main channel and look in my
some I wouldn't be surprised about.
Find this channel. This is just my second channel where I upload vlogs and Let's Talks and behind-the-scenes videos, just like this one. So yeah, and now we got that out of the way. Let's explain exactly.
I think this might be the channel he had before he made Stampy Longhead.
The title of the video, but this is my lovely world. Well, this is my lovely world before I showed up, basically. This is the
before episode 1
of my world loaded up just before I've built anything. So I'm going to take you on a little bit of a tour and just show you what the world looked like and how much it's changed since I've been making videos in this world. So we're starting at the spawns.
Original spawn.
The place where everyone spawns in when they join my world. Right about here is the emergency igloo.
Oh yeah, didn't he do like a cake hunt?
For safety, just to get some food and some tools, and Norman is here as well.
Didn't he have like a didn't he have a download of his empty lovely world where he had to find like 10 cakes?
Is actually where
I vaguely remember that.
This is the little hole, isn't it? This is exactly where it is. So, on my episode...
I could be wrong.
Cat to the Future, which was filmed in this world, I freeze myself to go to the future, and this is the very hole that I freeze myself in. Then let's go for a little bit of a wander. So, I've put up little...
Yeah, from the 100th episode.
Showing where things are. The main reason I did that is because I have released this world as a download, and so...
Yeah, he did release it for a download.
Kind of work out exactly where they are, in case they didn't know. So this is, of course, where my lighthouse is. Let me kind of go this way.
Yeah, I think he had 10 cakes around the world.
A giant lighthouse being there. And then here is where the bridge is. The bridge goes right across here, like this. Then the path leads up to the lighthouse here, which means that, of course, this area here is my town. So there's a little sign here that says town. This sign probably doesn't do it justice because my town isn't there. My town goes all the way over here and all the way around here and all the way back around this way. Like the town's huge, actually goes all the way down to about here, I believe, is kind of...
well, now some of it connects up to the lighthouse,
restaurants and things.
And more of it,
as you can see,
is actually on the other side of the house.
Like it's gone through quite the change, hasn't it? All of this water,
like where the theater and stuff is.
Going all
so the town really expanded.
My big clock tower, my Hotel of Dreams, and all of these other buildings completely covering this land. So this section is pretty much completely unrecognizable. But over here, it's going to start to look a little bit more familiar. Hopefully, anyway. So this, I'm pretty sure...
A googly island.
That's probably a pretty familiar sight. That little pool of water and that little pool of water are pretty much unchanged. And then here is Googly Island, and once again,
or Googly Hill,
1 or 2 blocks destroyed and placed over the years, but overall these are pretty much the same as when I first arrived in my lovely world, as is a decent amount of this area as well. So
yeah, with the lake pretty much remained the same.
Exactly here, it's somewhere around here. So you go in, you kind of go up the stairs, and then there's that bridge over the water. That's where the dog house is down there, and there's the slime farm, and then everything else in my house under the ground there, like the...
Yeah, you had to do a lot of reshaping in this area.
I'd go over to here. So this is like my storage room, and then above here, this is like...
But the basic structures, basically...
there somewhere, and of course,
kind of...
would then lead to my crafting and furnace room, which would be here, which then, of course, leads on to
Love Garden.
And yeah,
he kind of based the structure of his house off the terrain,
so of course,
basically.
My main section of my house is here. This is where the big trail of water kind of comes down the middle. So my bedroom is right about here. So there we go. This looks just about right. Probably...
Hello, this is Stampy, and welcome to Minecraft Let's Play video. Another video inside of Stampy's lovely world.
The view is very different now, but it's still...
I do remember that mountain with the weird cliff face.
Inside of here, this is where I basically built, like, the rest of my house. So the bathroom rooms here, and then we'd have like the
And the
living
inspiration room.
and then the kitchen some way down through there, and this kind of
The
section,
library,
was still
swimming
there.
pool,
Like,
the clubhouse.
My original idea was to live in the hill and just to have this still look like a hill, but I live inside of it. Eventually, I ended up decorating it a bit more, but it kind of just still links onto the mountain, and I don't really like that. I think one day I am going to change my house and kind of completely separate it from the hill, but yeah, I want to make sure I do it really well, because anytime I make a change to my house, I want to make
Foreshadowing.
sure I do it good, because I like see it at the beginning of every episode. So of course, on the top of here, this is where the
and he expanded the inspiration room,
door somewhere,
which is
around
okay.
here leads outside.
The outside looks great.
B here, and then down here where you can see you can kind of go down.
Oh, hit the target's old house.
Hit the target's first castle.
Yeah, his first fortress.
The ground there. We got Harriet's Hill here. Pretty much unchanged from how it
And
was.
Hatch
Of
Up.
course, it's kind of flattened out, and there's the building on it, Harriet's house. But apart from that, that's the same. And then this is the entrance here to her shop. And then on the other side over here, we kind of got the same thing again.
By the way, the B.
Hill, which,
by the way, the B that's like near Harriet Hill is built by Elaine Mattier.
A path leading around the outside. But apart from that, the terrain hasn't changed too much, which I am quite happy about. And then
Recycling the hill.
Mob trap would be here. This great big lava and fire monstrosity would normally be sitting there, rather than the flowers and trees.
Well, now it's a bunch of like terrain arches.
This just says the rocket, actually. So I guess this is where my rocket ship is, which means that the hot air balloon would be about here. So does all of this make sense? Can you see it? So my farm would be about there.
I can see it.
Of water would go down here. This is where kind of Squid's house would be, and then the dog house is all inside of the mountain.
Squid's
there.
house is now destroyed.
Like this,
terrain covering that, and now there's the farm factory.
Blocking a lot of the water off. Over here, this is where my first ever house was. For those that have been watching,
and the museum,
all went back because they're curious.
And the train station.
The first house. So I got my first shelter. I'll show you in a second. Then my first main house, but my first ever. Well, no, my second night in Minecraft was spent in a dirt and wooden house that I built right here. And the reason I built it here was because I was like, oh, look, there's tunnels. It means I could go mining, because I had no idea that you could just dig down wherever you want and go mining. I was a Minecraft noob back then. We all were at one point. We all were.
Yeah, even me.
Let's go back over. Whoop, nope, not that way. Let's go over and let's see what else there is. There's some quite interesting terrain around here. And aha! There are cakes as well. There are 10 cakes hidden in this world. So if you have downloaded it,
he had 10 cakes around the world.
There's one you can have for free. But I remember this terrain, finding that in one of my early videos, and also over here as well. I remember it was kind of quite distinctive and stood out, these weird kind of floating islands.
Yeah, and Chloe built like a hut on there.
This might be a little bit of a
like a little dirt hut.
Remembering how these things were. So one of the biggest changes is this area here, because of course...
Yeah, that's where the theater is.
This is the theater, and this is pretty much completely unrecognizable. So this mountain's all gone, and this was all tunneled away by hand, not only by me. I had a bunch of friends helping out. We just sort of chatted and watched films, and we dug that entire thing away block by block, so I had room to build my theater. And
must have been fun.
Leveled this entire area here. We got rid of all of these mountains because there's the theater, and there's a big patch of room next to the theater, which I do have a plan for what I want to build in that big area.
Ooh, Polly's house.
To have to wait and see to find out what that's going to be.
Yeah, there's like Polly's house.
Wondering, it's becoming nighttime now.
The escape room, the candle shop.
There's not very much here, especially called
the supermarket.
It's my normal lovely world, but there is, of course, one big thing that I haven't mentioned, and as soon as we're heading in this direction, you might be able to guess what it is. Before I say that, though,
oh, the fun land.
Do you recognize this area? This area.
Yeah, it's where he had to dig sand for his house.
So this here is the sign for the Funland. You know, the giant Stampy's Funland sign.
Yeah.
That's what's there. And so this is the area that I just use for things, like mainly for
Hey, Bessie.
the month mini games as well as a few other things.
Yeah, where the park is now.
Here, and the reason I use this area is because it's so flat. Is because most of the sand that I built my house out of, I gathered from here. There's just loads of sand here.
Yeah.
Sandstone under it.
One of the many places you got sand.
Dug all of this sand away and basically left this place in ruins. You know, it looked awful, basically. It was like loads of holes all over the place and stuff. So I just completely covered it in dirt which made it flat, then I was like, this is quite a useful area. So that's what this place is. I think I got rid of a lot of this water.
Hello, giant squishy.
All of this area here, I believe, is pretty much unchanged. There's a witch here, apparently.
Well,
always there.
Now it is.
Over here as well. And then, of course, over here, you may recognize...
Oh, hit the target's island.
2 now. This is Hit the Target's castle. His fortress is on the top of this mountain. And as you can see, there's...
Half of it got flattened down because of the death laser.
It's kind of just a little ravine down there. But yeah, this is where Hit the Target's castle is. It's kind of surprising just how close it is to my town. Like, it never feels like that when you're...
Yeah, Lovely World changed even more since this video.
There, and then, like, my house is there. I realize just how close these things are. So
they're like neighbors.
Show you was a little bit weird. So,
which is a bad thing.
Where the fun land is. So let's think about this. If the signs...
Oh, I could tell the terrain is being weird.
Mountain about here, I reckon. So then this is where the big tree would be. That's where the little house is, where all my
the bunkhouse.
This is the golf course, and then the creeper coaster will be about there.
There's no mountain though.
It's a little bit weird around.
Yeah, the terrain is glitched.
I don't know why, but when I did the seed, all of that area was exactly the same, but there's weird, like, cut-off hills here. Can you kind of see this? See how it's all kind of, like...
I'm gonna assume we never explored that area.
Here? I have no idea why that is, but it's still relatively similar, because if you don't know, my fun land was mainly built on a lake. It was pretty much all water, and we kind of just built over the water, and that's why it's just so big and so flat, because if it was all mountains, it would have taken way too long to kind of terraform them all down, but because it was water, I was able to...
Yeah, I feel bad for the people that have to flatten that down who have the download.
Like redstone, but overall, it was much quicker than having to kind of like dig all of the ground away. So if you do want to build something big like my fun land, I recommend going to find a lake. You know, unless you have a really nice flat area, yeah, find a lake and just build over it. That's
and sponge the underneath.
And then yeah, we can fly over here. So this is like all fun land, going all the way back here. Fun land, fun land, fun land, fun land, fun land, all the way almost to the very edge. And look at this area as well. Look, this is all chopped off as well here for some reason. Let me go set this.
Yeah, because he never explored the area when he was exploring the seed.
Chopped off. Like, doesn't that look weird? Like, I have seen this before in Worlds, but I have no idea.
Might have been like an old save.
Now, and whoa, this is
ooh, Creeper Island.
Look, a load of creepers and baby little villager zombies as well. It looks like we have
how are they not burning the other baby zombies?
Hill over there, and then Googly Mountain over here. I've never seen that many creepers just naturally spawning in there together. Anyway, I am getting distracted.
Yeah, if you wanna like explore like.
If you want to play on this world, sadly the seed doesn't work anymore. I'm asking all the time for people to give out the seed, because there's been so many updates. If you type in the same seed, you just end up with just a completely different world. So sadly,
yeah, because of all the updates,
kind of get my world by using a seed anymore, which is a little bit of a shame. But yeah, it's not the worst thing in the world. I also get asked a lot about just.
I'll explain how to do it after I finish this video.
And my answer to that is always, I will release it when it's finished. I don't want to release a work in progress. So
well, now as of 2026, we have the download.
My lovely world, and then I will release it after that. So I don't know.
Well, now we have access to Lovely World.
A while yet. So sadly, I don't want to release it early, just because I want people to build it. You know, I want people to rather than just have my world, you know, to try and recreate it or just take mini games and just use their own world. You know, I always think that's a more fun way to do Minecraft. So this
I agree.
Is hit
the ocean base. So, from Ocean Adventure.
This is where the SS Stampy is. This is my big boat here, and then my
the big proud water vessel
will be about here. And if you remember, I sailed my submarine all the way along here, and then there was a secret base for Hit the Target that was kind of under the ground.
Yeah, he had to haul all that out.
A lot of people know is that to be able to sail my submarine like that, I had to do a lot of terraforming.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
This is not very deep here. It's only about this deep. And
I've had to do that for mine.
I had to dig all of this area away, just to make it deep enough so I could sail my submarine through here. And digging under the water is not a very fun thing to do.
Yeah, because I've had to do it.
A really long time. So what else notable is there around here? I guess seeing as we're talking about hit the target, I can talk about sinking feeling, the episode where I sailed my boat, and I sailed
Yeah,
it
probably the
here,
most popular
and
episode on
destroyed
his
this ground
channel.
here as well to make a clear path, and I kind of sailed it to about here. Those islands weren't here, I don't think. I think they're new. That swamp.
Yeah.
I think it was right about here where I was battling hit the target in the water over here. So yeah, I think that's most of the main things to show you. Of course,
Yeah,
there's
a
few other
good
little
chunk of the
places
world got
around my world
corrupted.
that I could show you. Like all of this area, this is pretty much the same. This is where Lucky's grave is, if you remember.
Oh, rest in peace, Lucky.
There's a giant tree here as well, which is kind of like my lookout tree. So all of this terrain over here is pretty much the same as it was. It's really only when
And there's where Stampy found Mittens.
a little bit weird and a little bit wilder. But to be fair, I
Ooh, a
haven't
jungle.
changed anything in my lovely world in this area anyway, so it doesn't really make a huge difference, because if I wanted to see what my lovely world looked like, I can just load up my lovely world. It definitely does not have a giant jungle over here. So
too bad Stampy never built on this side of the world.
Behind the scenes
I would have loved to see him have
empty world, but I find it
I would love to see what he would have done with this side.
all of this time and kind of see what it used to be. So I thought that there's a good chance some of you would enjoy seeing all of this as well.
I liked it.
And yeah, hopefully you did enjoy seeing this. So let's go and fly back to the spawn. I can't find my way home. So that was my first house there.
Yeah, you're right by Chloe's hut.
I think it's just weird how much I don't recognize it now that yeah, now that everything's gone. So here we go. Let's go and end it in my bedroom, which will be out here. So yeah, actually no, one more thing. This is the first shelter.
Oh, Stampy's first shelter.
In Minecraft, I tunneled kind of into.
Well, William Beaver now moved into here.
I ended up digging in here, and this is of course now William Beaver's cave. It's
William Beaver made his own home there.
Yeah, that's the end of this episode here. Hopefully you enjoyed it. There'll be plenty more behind the scenes videos coming on this channel very soon.
Can't wait to watch them all.
Thank you all very much for watching.
You're welcome.
I will see you all later. Bye!
Goodbye, Stampy, and goodbye, empty, lovely world. And anyway, as I'm about to say, I'm about to, and I'm only, so, excuse me. Now I'm going to explain how you get the seed, Stampy's Lovely World seed, without having no downloads required. For computer, you have to go all the way back to the beta 1.6. In the update files, type in the seed, explore around everything that is that was seen in Lovely World, like all the terrain and stuff. And once you explored all that, gotta go through various different updates to make sure none of the chunks are corrupted, and and make sure everything kind of runs smoothly. And all the way up to the newest update, and it should work. I'm just saying from my experiences. And now for people who on the Xbox 360, you would have to remove all the updates on the Xbox 360 edition of Minecraft, then type in the seed and explore the world, and then you would have to reset your Xbox so that way the updates can take place again. And then you would have the seed on your 360. And then there's that whole process where you'd have to transfer it to Bedrock and from the Xbox One edition. So you have to transfer that world from the Xbox 360 to the Xbox One. Then you have to transfer that to Bedrock, and there's just a lot to do when you want to get an accurate seed for Stampy's Lovely World. It takes a lot of trial and error to do so, and just have the world. Or you could just download it from somewhere. I'm just saying. I'm just only saying one way to get the world. And then that's how I would do it when I would get Stampy's empty lovely world. It's just to actually just explore it. Go into one of the old updates, type in the seed, explore it, put it into modern Minecraft, boom. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, as I had fun reacting to this episode. In the next episode, I don't know what it's gonna be. Of course, it's going to be another one of the behind the scenes videos, but I'm not sure which one yet, so stay tuned for that. But until then, like, comment, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the video. Thank you much for watching, and I'll see you guys next video, and as always, stay awesome and Pony.